All right. All right, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites from the Indianapolis branch of the Great Millstone. Here to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of the Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, also known as your Israelite foreigners, and your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. To you, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, let's get right into it.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 63 and verse 1. It says, "Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Boston? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength, I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save."
And that's the Yahweh Shai coming back to wreak havoc on this place. All right. That Matthew 10 and 28. He said, "When I come, I bring not peace, but I come with the sword." Somebody want to grab that?
Yeah, that sword that Yahweh Shai come with.
Yep.
All right, so it's contrary to the status quo that's being made on earth about Yahweh Shai's coming. All right, people really seem like it's going to be a peaceful time on earth. Only people going to flock. When people going to feel a peaceful time, the joy is the elect. Everyone else is going to be destroyed in that coming of the Lord. All right.
This is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34.
Yeah.
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Yeah, because we might have that misconception, man. The so-called Christian church trying to make Yahweh Shai out to be like this soft power, man. What's the Lord's big name? Anastasia?
Yep. Anastasia. Demon-like terrible power. And that sword that he was talking about, it's not only going to be those concentrated laser beams from the chariot, but he has control of those ICBM missiles, okay?
That's right.
Yep. And that's going to be wreaking havoc over this entire continent right here, called America, Babylon the Great.
Yeah, guns and chariots. All right. And the angels, man. All right. This place going to be getting hit. We're going from the rooter to the tutor, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword."
God, and again, that sword is those ICBM missiles, okay, the concentrated laser beams from those chariots. You know, they know what those so-called unidentified aerial phenomena are. That's the chariots of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, okay? That's those chariots, and it's going to the place of the people that's supposed to be investigating and make you scared. You know, there was a story out in September of 2023 saying that they shot down 4 of them, okay? But no pictures of them or nothing, all right? And then it's just a couple months ago, you know, the CIA director admitted, you know, we have no way of defending against these things, all right? None whatsoever.
Like, because America is built on propaganda, bro. All right? All right? What they get people to believe. All right? They got everybody to believe in the so-called jab.
Yep.
You know, take this, take this, take this. And what did it do? I think like 30% of the people that took it started catching other diseases. One lady said she was a perfect health. She took it. She started having seizures, asthma attacks. She never had a respiratory problem in her life. So it's all about propaganda, man. You know? Yeah. Oh yeah, how you gonna shoot something down that's light years ahead of you in dollars? You can't even be worth $10. You gonna talk to chariots down? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You 100.
And it's been shown that it takes one of the best fighter jets that this place has, you know, take like forever to make a right turn or a left turn.
Yeah.
These chariots turn right in the position that they in. You know, first it's going forward and the switch it goes backwards. Left, right, up, down.
They can't even. They show the videos They can't even keep them in they when they target them.
Yeah.
They can't even
The
keep
crosshairs,
them.
the target,
They
yeah.
crosshairs, man. They would know what to do.
Radar system.
Yeah, water. Yep.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, and verse 11. It says, therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
Yeah, so in other words, Babylon the Great, Esau, Edom, you know, the so-called white man, be wicked, you're not going to be able to accept the judgment that's coming. All right? Somebody grab Job 21 and 30. In fact,
Job 21.
30, yeah, 21 and 30.
The book of Job, chapter 21, verse 30. That the wicked is reserved for the day of destruction.
That's what, Job 21, 30, yeah.
It says that the wicked is reserved for the day of destruction.
Yeah, so the Lord, we don't get hurt because the wicked not getting immediate execution right now.
Right.
All right, we understand the scriptures. The Lord is saying y'all for the day of destruction. All right, and you idiots think because you're not. Somebody get that too, because since it's the word.
I got that.
And because the Lord not to be take you out of here, and you all do it. You know?
They shall be brought forth in the day of wrath.
And what's the day of wrath? That's that judgment day. And we see it coming. You know, he talked about all the things that were going to be happening. Wars and rumors of wars. Kingdom against kingdom. You know, a kingdom divided. Okay, famines, pestilence, and diverse earthquakes. You know, in all places all over the earth. You know, you just had one 6.3 in Greece. Okay, and they're saying that where it started from, they got to look for tsunamis to come here next.
All right, I was just sitting down with my old lady in the bike to eat, and it came across the screen. Even after meeting, even got to sit down doing a meeting, they did agree to a ceasefire.
Right.
With Russia and Ukraine, water, brother. So they set out, but they couldn't come to agreement. So well, guess what? Shots will still be fired. All right.
And then you got the thing in Pakistan
All right.
and India. They're going at it. You got the France and the United States trying to take out Burkina Faso, okay, for their resources, lying to the world saying that he's taking the resources and enriching himself. Well, what are you all going to do with it?
Yeah.
It's on their land. That's all you do. You steal, kill, and destroy.
Back you up too, brother. That famine, man. They say that not Ukraine, but Ukraine. No, not Ukraine. Ukraine is starving. Yep. They showing kids on TV skinny like three things, bro. All right, they said they started starving because of the war. Yep. All right, now people are at a brink of starvation over there. All right, so those facts are coming. Yeah. You don't like the Lord always say, the Lord saved this place for life.
Yep. What did he say too? You got that unilateral action against the state of Israel. They want to start that. All right, because the state of Israel is going to declare Palestine as its own state.
Precept. Is it more than that?
Well, Isaiah. I guess. So, Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 12, it says, stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail.
Yeah, that goes to the idol worship, right? Or the witchcraft they resort to, because that's who the Edomites get their power from. The left hand and the side. Yep. The scripture being Satan, like it says in Isaiah 19. They're right now on the left hand side with the elites. Left hand and Illuminati. Yep. They're right now trying to do as many things as they can. All right? So they can continue on their power. What they don't know is that Heavenly Father has set them up for destruction.
Yep.
That's what's coming to the wicked elites and the rest of you Edomites, man. All right? Destruction.
Yep. And also the Heavenly Father controls the right-hand side and the left-hand side.
Yep.
You know, he says, I create the light, I form the darkness, I create peace, I create evil. I, the Lord, do these things.
Yep.
All right?
Isaiah chapter 19, in verse 3, it says, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards."
Yeah, because they got a left-hand priest.
Yep.
All right? They deal with. That's why you got the sacrifice of the little children, drinking the blood. Right? They're all into these satanic rituals, man.
Yep.
You know, they're trying to summon those demons. They're trying to afford their enterprise. They want their enterprise to end up well. It says in Job, but what? Somebody grab Job 5. It's 12. The Lord's going to interrupt that shit, man.
Yep.
I was shy going to come back. We'll come back to bring it. He's going to interrupt that shit. When he's about to feel his belly. You know?
The book of Job, chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Yeah, the enterprise is the NWO.
Yep.
And part of the NWO is the everyone chip.
Yep.
See? That's what the MOTV is. The MOTV is the RFID technology. Whether it be the one going with your hands or in your head. That's the number one thing they're trying to push right now. Right? Everything is digital. Digital IDs, digital social security, digital everything, payments. They're gonna put it all on that device.
Yep.
And then what? You're gonna have to use that device. You're gonna have to grid, man. And this is where faith comes into play. Because if you don't have a device, what are you gonna do? Especially if you don't know how to survive. That's gonna be the future payment system that's gonna come real soon. And when the system goes fucking down, banks gonna crash. Now you go into places right now, you can barely use cash. Yeah. It's only a select few places you can use cash.
Yep.
That's why they get you comfortable with always swiping and touching and shit. So when they bring on this fucking MOTV, when you already used to touching and going, and tapping and paying. That's gradualism, of course. Gradualism is what? Constantly, slowly, but making it comfortable for you to ease onto their wicked device.
Yep. Constantly, slowly, and methodically. And then, too, it's not only just the financial things, too. You got one of the big pharmaceutical companies right up in Lebanon, you know, building this whole park.
Yep.
Training, they're going to be building a whole pipeline, I think, from like the Dice Reservoir, okay? Huge pipe, and they said the next tenant they want is someone who manufactures a chip. So they're trying to put that the pharmaceutical things inside that chip as well. Yeah, they said they want to shoot your beads, your jump shots all through it.
Yeah, because they was putting it in, because a lot of people weren't taking it right.
Yep.
They was starting to put it in the produce.
Yep.
Just put it in the produce and put it in the food.
They get too long and she wants to my house, so I
It has dental particles, dental particles, but it goes right along with the RFID technology.
Yep.
It was called.
Graphene.
No, dental particles that go hand in hand with the like the 5G.
Graphene oxide.
That's one of them.
Yeah.
It's like a metal, some type of metal too.
Yeah, that's it, because it was able to flip, turn, grab stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Medication through these tariff wars, only thing that wasn't on the table through the tariff war was manufacturing microchips. And phones, yeah. You know, electronics, yeah, basically. Yeah, so it's chips and everything though, man. You know? They've been tracking things forever. When you ring your chips up at the gas station, you got a bar code on it.
Yep.
All right, this is going on, they be, like you said, gradually, that's what happens forever. You know, you can use $1.25 on the bag. Now that's a barcode that tracks everything transactions. You know?
Oh, we lived through that graduation.
Yeah.
We grew up in a time where it was cash.
See what happened? Yep.
I mean,
That ain't the past thing.
right.
It's
They build a society up to be totally human independent.
Man versus machine. That's what they're trying to do.
What's one more? Verse 13. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong.
Yeah. The wise are talking about Esau. Right? And they are very crafty.
Precept word crafty means take the precept. Can you read that part again?
It says, verse 13. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong.
Yeah, because a lot of the things he's trying to institute and put in place is backfiring.
Yep.
It ain't working on it. You know, and then he do a diligent search. You know, he got a lot of understanding, right? Like the scripture speaks about him being the anointed cherub that covereth, right, being wiser than Daniel. But all his wisdom is not aiding them like it used to. When you read what is that? The brother just brought it out in Isaiah 47:11. Because when you read Proverbs, it says what? There is no counsel against Yahweh Shem Yahushai. See now he's fighting against Yahweh Shem Yahushai directly now, in the sense that you got the men of the Lord out here preaching. You got the men of the Lord out here teaching in like in great effect and great force. So now that's really a fucking a wrench in his system.
Yep.
Can somebody get Revelation 13? You see something out?
I was gonna say
Want to
something.
read something out?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to bring definition out, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was gonna say to your point, this stuff is working against them. Just watching a video today, their own chat GPT
Yeah.
turning on, you know,
Yeah.
tongue fall upon themselves.
They were trying to program it to be racist.
Yep.
And chat wouldn't be racist.
Oh yeah, Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Elon Musk.
Grok. What's it called? Grok. Yep.
Yeah.
Make you think of
You know, that's a funky Edomite.
Yep.
He probably would take one shower
A month.
a month,
90
a
days.
week.
Yeah, that same technology with Age of Ultron. You know, how Ultron turned on, got a program to do one thing, he went haywire.
See, he had already knew this though. Like a few years ago, News said that he said, hey, AI is going to turn on. This is going to outthink us, how smart us are. He says, AI is going to rule over us.
Yep.
It was the scariest thing to do, but he can't stop doing it. Because the Lord got this one.
this is AI. Probably being adept at using subtle and clever methods.
What's that again?
AI.
AI will be what word?
Graphics. It says it's the quality of being adept at using subtle or clever methods, often in a dishonest or deceptive way.
And that gradualism was that subtle. What did it say? The serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. Right? So it says subtle. See what they bring it out. What they do is they'll run two systems concurrently, right? And then they'll gradually phase the one out and slowly implement the other one. They'll inconvenience you to continue to use the old system like we were just going into. You ever try to pay your bills physically versus electronically? It's like a $10 surcharge sometimes. So they run both systems concurrently, and then amp the other one out.
Even on the phone.
But then it's more convenient.
Yep.
So who the fuck wants to go up there or,
Yep.
use gas? Go and pay a goddamn bill. Run around, you can just go on your phone and go.
Or when you get some gas, right? Who the fuck want to go in the gas station? Got people out there begging. There's a line. Fuck it, I'm gonna put my car right here at the pump. Yeah. Stay right here. Tap it, yeah.
And they can scam you too, by the way. They have to meet just like shit, like cut the respect. So they were saying that the digital shit cut down.
Just put it on the ground right here.
They were saying that the digital.
You don't want to do it.
They were saying that digital was going to make it easy, will make it better for scammers not to get through. But that shit is the easy way to scam. Here I am at the fucking pump. I don't pay at the pump. It's some motherfucking way in another state trying to use my car.
Yeah, because they got those scanners. But that's what the blockchain is going to be for. Because everything is going to be on the blockchain. So it's going to become a time when you can't scam. Because everything is going to be on that fucking blockchain. You know? Yeah, right now people can, what they hack. They do all that bullshit. And once they put everything on the blockchain, your house, your car, your goddamn ID, and everything you own, all right, that fucking makes you. That's it right here. Hey, that's it now. You're gonna be no more scamming or motherfucker hacking in, stealing your shit.
So it refers to a person's ability to devise an effect of purpose through trickery, cunning, or artifice.
Yeah, and he's not able to do that. Grab Isaiah 28:17. See, he's looking at ability, right? See, the scripture says, if at all possible, he was able to receive the very elect. See, his deception still gonna work on the masses of the people. Before you get that, grab 2 Thessalonians 2:11.
2 Thessalonians 2:11?
Yeah.
I got you. 2 Thessalonians 2:11. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11, and it reads, "And for this cause, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai shall send them a strong delusion that they should believe a lie."
Right, so the Lord gonna allow that to work on the masses of the people. Right? Go ahead.
It says that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness.
So the truth is the only thing that can stop Esau Edom. That's the only thing that's fighting them. But see, he appeals to the flesh. He appeals to the carnal nature. So the people that accepted his side, like the scripture in Wisdom of Solomon says, they that hold his side do find death. But they gonna get the death that they want.
That's part of that delusion.
Yeah.
People actually taking that MOT, that strong delusion.
Yep.
People get like, man, this is better. They get saved and make my life better. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that I can walk, I can talk. All those different miracles that they speak about. So people, and then the AI shit is like a damn deity. Especially for like some of these nerds that into tech and shit, man. Man, they're gonna be worshiping that AI shit. They already got the set up the AI church,
Yep.
the AI preachers and shit.
Yep. So it's crazy. You can look at your loved ones that died. You could be looking at them, talking to them.
That motherfucker better not have been to me. That motherfucker, I mean,
Hey, grab that mirror.
it ain't no dream. I'll be trying to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I am back. How are you doing? Like I'm looking at the comedian. You just scared the shit out of me. Look, go back to wherever they brought your ass. See about the mirrors. Grab that mirror. Yeah, I got the buttons for me. They gotta go back and like put it in.
No. You still okay.
That was like the medium. You ever see that show?
No, miracle.
Grab your bag and like put it in. You see that show? Called like the medium. So-called. Yeah. Why they talking to the dead? Now they doing it.
No.
We were talking about the episode Black Mirror. God. The bitch that had the damn thing. Right?
Yeah.
And she was doing all that basic witchcraft. Making shit disappear, reappear, appear in place.
She was manipulating reality.
But you know what? That kind of reminds me of what's the shit they wear?
The Oculus.
Yeah, well, this is another word they got from glasses. Yeah, the meta world and shit. Yeah, she was going to goddamn different worlds, man. Yeah, the virtual reality. I'm pretty sure you can do that in goddamn virtual reality. You know, set up a church to have people worship. One dude went into goddamn virtual reality. He ended up fighting everybody, man. Beating them up, stabbing them, like that movie The One. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Yeah, all the time.
Grab Revelation 13:14.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, and verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast.
Right, that's what the other brothers just going into, those miracles, those false miracles. All right? See, the thing is, the scripture says what? The Father of lights, with the Most High, there is no variance. So when the Lord bless you, it ain't no side effect. See, when Esau do something, it's something to it. Yeah, they got the ability to give sight to the blind, right? Hearing to the deaf. But you see how he's interfering with the Most High, because the Most High will plague those people with that. See, so now that's why back to the 2 Thessalonians, it says who oppose it and exalted himself above everything that is called the Most High.
It's gonna get so bad. Those people, they don't want that shit. They don't want the virtual shit. He gonna make it that you gonna want the virtual shit.
Yeah.
That's how shit. That's how bad shit gonna be. What's that movie? Damn, I watched it, man. But everybody was living in these goddamn things. They weren't even like real houses. They were like standing on top
Ready
of
Player One.
Yeah, Ready Player One. But they was living in these shitty houses, man. They was all locked in this goddamn video game. Yeah, man. So life is gonna get so bad. People gonna want to be in that goddamn virtual world, man. A fake world. They already want to be in the goddamn fake world already, man.
They were bathing. They would just sit up there. Then they was able to be a different sex and everything.
These people, they can even deal with fucking reality right now.
Right. Yeah.
That's why you got them playing all. What's that? The memes. What's the name of that game?
Sims.
Sims. But you can do everything on there.
Yeah.
You can build a whole house and have a baby and have money.
Get married.
Have a farm. See, they prepare people for all that shit. Build your own world. They gonna have that shit stuck to a goddamn smoke. You sit right there pissing the shit on yourself. Living in goddamn la la land, man. You know? Go ahead, man.
Back in Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 14, it says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he...
Then it says in the book of Job, it says, but the deceiver and the deceived and the deceived by evil, man. So the Most High is using to fucking deceive all these people, man. Right? And he's fucking deceiving everybody, but really he's being deceived.
Right.
You know, the Lord is putting thoughts in his head to make him think he's gonna be prosperous with this shit. You know? He gonna win just to goddamn lose, man. The game is rigged, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Catch 22. You either lose or you lose.
He trying to play a game that's already rigged. You know?
Psalms 49:11. Their thought is that the house should continue forever.
And the Lord about to come blow that shit down. Go ahead, baby.
It says, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound.
Right, and they're trying to sharpen that image. Because the image is what? The Roman system. But they're trying to sharpen it with the CHIP and this AI and really get it to so where if you're not a part of it, then it's going to be... See, the reason why it's going to work is people going to be able to lose you. Because if you're not a part of it, it's going to be harder to participate in society.
Like perfect example, like doing Rome, like say if you was a gladiator, you can fight for your freedom.
Right.
Then once they do that shit, once they bring that chip or whatever, man, you won't be able to look. They're gonna be like, look, either you in or you out. You're gonna be like, well, I like to go live in the woods. No, they gonna bury your ass in the movie. You know?
And that's why they started doing those shows on A&E. Lost in the Wilderness, Iceman, these people who are off the grid, you're no longer off the grid. All right, because nobody's going to be exempt from being taking this thing.
No, they took that shit off. They want anybody else to do it. You know, because you got people still off the grid. You got a lot of people still off the grid.
Yep.
You know, militias and all that shit. They off the grid. You know, Esau know where they at too. Esau gonna hunt them down.
Yeah.
Just like that movie. What's that? Posted in the movie.
Homestead?
Now Homestead. You know, with the one dude, Equilibrium. So everybody that wasn't part of that system, they was getting hunted down. And everybody that wasn't taking that goddamn shot, they was hunting them motherfuckers down. And line them up in that children. Same thing, bro.
They burning all the books because they didn't want to be free thinkers.
Yeah, burning books.
Or you had no type of feeling.
And let's just say you had somewhere, some kind of building, y'all to set up a little spot. But they gonna enter the building, they gonna line you up. And they just gonna execute you right there, man. You know?
As a matter of fact, I believe it was in either North or South Carolina, or either one of them states, Virginia or North South Carolina. You know, because I read a lot of news, and it's hard to keep up with every single thing. But they just executed somebody by firing squad here in the States. They just executed somebody by firing squad. So, that's already been passed, but now they secretly doing it, and ain't nobody telling nobody.
Yeah, but the time of Jacob's trouble, it's gonna be on the spot.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
It's gonna be like, oh, you know what you gonna do? You gonna, are you gonna become part of the system? You're gonna be like, no, they're gonna be like, okay. They gonna already be right there lined up. They're gonna tear your ass up, man.
Yeah.
Or somebody pull up with a goddamn guillotine, you do something. Oh, let's say a spot like this, right? And everybody be watching. They pull up with a guillotine in the back of a pickup truck, a big ass guillotine, they chop your head off right there. You know? You gotta do it like they show you in the movies. You know what I'm saying? And they give a speech. Oh, this guy, he's against the system, such and such. He's a terrorist.
Yeah.
Blase.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He wanted to see all of us die, then they just execute you right now. All right, when they pull up with a thing with a goddamn lynching thing and hang your ass right there.
Yeah.
Portable one.
Hey,
They
they got,
straight up roll up with that shit.
Yeah. Hey, you know why police officers are carrying cameras on them, body cams now? Because they're going to integrate those body cams with facial recognition, and they're going to have on their arm. They're going to have a screen where everything pops up on you, man. They're going to integrate that with facial recognition. So when the camera sees you, and boom, he'll get a message. He'll be able to look at his arm and look and see your face and see what kind of crime you committed, and pursue you right there on the spot.
Public execution is going to be a thing. And
Yep.
you know what? That's going to pump fear in people who haven't took it.
Yep.
You know, or whatever, whatever they fucking accusing you of, it's going to pump fear in people. They're like, well, I can go against them. Fuck that, man. They just killing motherfuckers. But go ahead, though.
It's one of the 27th movie. The movie,
The movie.
when she was a girl, facial recognition, they tied her down, put the scanner on her. It's called interrogating.
Didn't those guys, two young guys come out with those glasses? They can look at you and they pull up all your information on you? Yeah. That's here.
Yes, like they already got cameras and shit that can do that, bro.
But the other, they were doing the same thing in that movie. When they rolled up on those girl, they face scanned her. Said, how long have you been off the dose? Because everybody that was off the dose still felt emotion. She didn't feel no emotion. You know, they took everything off the earth, they had emotion to it. Hating. Yeah, how long you been off the dose? But even in, what was that, with Will Smith? I Am Legend. Remember they scanned his wife at the gate?
Yeah.
She don't got it. So they scanned her again, you know? So some people get scared once they get killed.
Yeah.
Go ahead, though.
Hey man, this is how oppressive this society is. I just want to say this real quick.
Go ahead.
They'll say, well look, since niggas are getting killed, they'll tell the police, kill niggas, shoot niggas, choke niggas to death. They'll do it. The police officers get off. Then they'll say, oh yeah, well police officers need body cams, right? Then they'll have the same niggas whose family they killed fucking fund the body cam. Hey, do you think police officers need body cams? Send a donation. And niggas will be sending a donation to oppress themselves even further.
Yep.
They'll pay for the whole fucking campaign.
Everything they gotta do is turn this shit off.
Yeah. Niggas will think, well, my nephew Devon won't get shot if the police got a camera on him. But that camera is gonna be to oppress you even further. It's gonna be equipped with facial recognition, and then they're gonna be able to just knock the fuck up. Do you agree with this? Hey, this whole thing with getting your state your real ID. That's a what do they call it? That's a trial run. That's a trial run for the MOTV, man. A lot of people don't see what's happening. That's a trial run, man. For the MOTV, you got to get this. Oh, who's gonna do it, and who's gonna do it without no question. But who's gonna fight against us? They want to create a dossier of people that's not gonna do it. That's gonna be resistant, and they're gonna try to come for them. Hey, eventually they're gonna try to come for them first. You know. So everything that's being done, that you might look over little things, but it's strategic. There's always some operation going on to further their plans for us, to further their future plans for us, bro. Yep.
Back in Revelation, chapter 13, in verse 14, it says, which had the wound by a sword. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15, it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that.
Oh, well, that's the image. All of that is part of him being able to enforce his image. The facial recognition. Oh, you don't agree with the system? Oh, you don't get down? That's all connected to his image. That's how he to enforce it. That's how he plans on enforcing it. Is what? That we started back to just read?
It says, and he had power to give life.
Yeah, he got power to give the image of the beast. Go ahead.
Unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yep. That was everything that the elder just went into. Go ahead.
Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond.
See, gradualism, he calls it all. See, right now, it's subtle.
That's the word. Gradualism, yeah.
But it's quickly becoming not so subtle.
Yeah.
Like the shit that Trump got in place, the shit that he's trying to do, it's quickly becoming not so subtle. It's gonna be at the threat of imprisonment and at the threat of death.
Hey, those are the two biggest factors. People can't handle being ousted from society. People can't handle not being with the internet. So a lot of people are gonna be easily given to this system. They're gonna be fighting in a line. You breaking line, nigga, and people gonna be getting killed in the line to get this system.
4 days.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know what you thought you saw, but nigga, I was standing right here first. Them niggas gonna be outside fighting in front of these operation bases where they're giving out the MOTV. Niggas gonna be fighting their line to get it.
Yeah. Because the word.
I would say to your point, if they did that over the chicken sandwich,
Oh man,
Yeah.
you know how much more this thing.
Yeah.
What about the TikTok? Remember when they threatened
Oh, they was ready to lose it, bro, over the TikTok.
Nah, I don't know if you brothers knew. When they did that, phones on eBay was selling for thousands of dollars that still had the TikTok app. They had phones up there, beat up phones, but they had the TikTok app 10,000, 4,000, 4,000. See, that gradualism, right? And then taking away certain goodies, that's all part of his craftiness. But then, like I said, it's gonna be quickly become not so subtle because it's still gonna be resistance out there.
And to your point, that's why scripture say, make not haste in the time of trouble. So the moment that happened, they just forked off all this money, and within about 2-3 days, it's back up.
Yep. Because the world doesn't know how to be social anymore. All right? People don't even know how to hold a regular conversation. It's an addiction. Yeah, they're so addicted. It's a fucking addiction. Anytime you're in a room full of people, everybody's on their phone. When I was younger, everybody was talking. Nobody talks anymore. All right? It's all a digital.
They talk online.
Yeah. You know?
Still alive.
You know?
That's their world.
Social skills are being decreased.
Beautiful. Shalom. Oh, I'm aware. Y'all like some pizza? I just bought it.
Back in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on their right hand or in their foreheads.
Yeah, see, in their right hand, right, with their forehead, or like Apostle Paul say, your left butt cheek, wherever it's at, you know, or even in your left hand, wherever it's at. Now, your forehead is your, the word for forehead is metapon, right?
Yep.
So, you mind looking it up? Because if I'm not mistaken, your metapon, right, this is your seat of emotions.
Yep.
Basically where your spirit at. See, Esau, all the other kingdoms, Esau is trying to do something that the other kingdoms wanted to do, but didn't have the access to do, didn't have the technology to do. See, they want to get inside you and make you do it.
Yep.
See, you can fake it, right? You can fake it till you make it. No, Esau don't want you to be able to fake it.
What the Lord made Esau like that. It says, what thou art in Daniel, there's nothing that you can hear from me. And then the wise man and Timon, you know, a lot of these people that probably made the chip, they probably, Timon,
Yep.
you know. But the Lord gave them the technology. And then there's prophecy. Listen to a word, what? To and fro.
Yep.
You know, knowledge should be increased. You know? So it was meant to be like that these last days. You know, it was meant for us to get even with us, right? Our knowledge of what increased. Through what? The internet. You know? Brothers doing videos, brothers seeing articles, brothers going into the history. You can do all that. You can put on history. Right? You go to Wikipedia, you can go to the Hebrew, right? You can look up news articles. You can look up different parts of the world. What's that? You call that geography? Yep. You got what they call it, maps. You can look up something and you be like, oh yeah, such and find out the length of the goddamn country. Yeah, the map, you know what I'm saying? The fucking kilometers and all that shit, you know? Got airplanes, you got all this stuff, man. You know, it's the way the Lord made it. You know? But go ahead. You got that word?
Yeah, this is the word metapon. That's G3359. And it says, out of biblical usage, the space between the eyes and the forehead, when you go into the Strong's definition, it says metapon, the ops, face, the forehead, the opposite of the countenance.
The opposite of what?
Countenance.
Okay, what else you got?
I'll go down to the entry. It says, literally the space between the eyes and the forehead. I don't see a lexicon on it.
Yeah, the brain, man. It's metapon. That's why Facebook is what's another thing they call it? Meta. Like,
But go ahead.
I was like we was talking about earlier, going to the museums, putting the headpiece on and going to these other worlds. That's that meta shit too.
Yeah, right. The devil is proud, right? Because the Most High gave him the knowledge. He gave him the protection. So that's why the scripture said, "With that pride of our heart, what the seed read." Yep. He think he got this by himself, man. Yep. You know, because we know that the basis of man. You know, so everything he got, you know, the Most High gave. You know.
Yep.
Even not just the Sims. Most games that come out now, you do what? You create a player.
Yeah.
All right. You would go all the way down to choosing which fucking cheekbones you got. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of players get a part. Never get a part.
Yeah, but they create a player, man. You know?
I got it. Greek word nerds. In the ancient world, a mark on the forehead normally involved a master-slave relationship. See, he wants you to be a mental slave. It ain't enough for you to be a physical slave. Or I was gonna say, because you can still resist mentally. Like, go ahead.
Going to the law, right? If you had a Israelite slave, you had a slave. If that slave wanted to continue to be your servant after those years, what did you do to him? Oh, here's his ear. You know?
Yeah, because go ahead.
Back to Revelation.
So same thing with these people, right? They will continue to want to be that servant. Esau, Edom, so they would be like, man, I ain't going to ever care to you.
You know, because you love him. Like if you got a Hebrew slave, right?
You love his dainties.
Yep. You love his dainties. You deem him because look, we the Hebrew Israelites, bro. You gonna be good. You a slave, you work for 7 years, then you leave with some substance, but if you choose not to, then you like, wait a minute. You become attached to the master. You be like, well, you become tethered to him. You're like, no, I'm you joined unto him in a sense.
Oh, like you was reading out of Egypt, right? It was like, what about the onions and the Middle East and the leeks and the fish? They gonna miss that shit. When Esau like that, they gonna be, oh man, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and get that. I ain't had no wings with them. You know?
Yep.
I ain't never go to the grocery store. I ain't, you know, that's them, yeah, bro. It is Egypt all over again.
Hey, a lot of the people that know they Israelites gonna fucking take it. Hey, it's gonna be Jake that you know that ain't really worked on their spirit like that. Out here quoting scriptures like a motherfucker. And about day 3, when the chip comes, niggas gonna be right in that line, looking stupid.
Nigga don't got a job, no food.
Nigga ain't built up no faith. Hey, all everything that he get is all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but everything he did it with his own hands. So now when he can't do shit, niggas gonna get weak, man. That's why, man, like this is the time to work on ourselves, man, and strengthen our minds, man. Cause when this shit happen, bro, it's gonna be all out disruption. It's gonna be all out disruption. Fucking devils. Anyway, man, they're right about you fucking devils, man. Hey, it's gonna be all out people, I mean, families leaving.
Yep.
Like it's gonna be all out disruption of comfort, completely.
Yeah.
Bro, expect people to fucking turn on you, bro.
That's what, hey, grab that. It says, what do you that go down to Egypt for help? And what do you say? And strengthen themselves.
The strength of Pharaoh.
The strength of Pharaoh.
Yep.
But that's what they gonna do.
I'm there.
You know?
That's what they did too. A lot of them back there with the so-called jabber jab. You want to go back outside, go beat the jabber jab. All right, niggas ran and got it. All right, because they missed being outside. They missed it so much. You know, that was a test for those niggas too, bro.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30.
I'll get the other precept y'all had lined up. You know what I mean?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 31 and verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
Right, then it says that the Egyptians help, they help in vain. It's gonna be for nothing. You know, it's because really, it's gonna be for their benefit, for them to fucking enslave you. Oh, not for your own help. Oh yeah, because we just want to help you because we just love you. You know. Go ahead.
It says, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many. and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel.
Right. Is that in the same way it says, in their trustee, they lean on the staff and it appears through their hand? You know? Well, that's going to happen. Them leaning on that, it's going to pierce. But what? They're going to get pierced with what? That chip? That see here? Go here? No, you can finish that, bro.
It says, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel.
Right. They're not going to think to turn to the Heavenly Father and the Son. They're not going to think that. They're going to be like, well, damn, we're in a bad predicament. The Lord ain't came back. You know, they're going to be trying to pray. You niggas in IUIC, hey, that's why the scriptures say, seek the Lord while he may be found. All that Jesus shit, hey, that shit's going to be out the goddamn window, man.
Yep.
You know? Because Jesus is not going to save you. Only people that's going to be saved are the ones that's calling on Yahweh by Shemal Shah. The scriptures say what? The righteous run into their hometown and it's saved. So if you run into that name, you make that name your life jacket. You know?
Yep.
Guess what? You're going to be saved, man. You know? Go ahead.
It says, neither seek the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. It says, yet he also is wise and will not, and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers.
Right, so the Lord is not going to call back his word. You know, everything is going to play out. And evildoers, right? The ones that you gonna take the chip, you gonna be destroyed. It's just that simple, right? You gonna take the chip, you gonna be fucking destroyed, man. Go ahead.
And against the help of them that work iniquities. Verse 3, now the Egyptians are men and not Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai shall stretch out his hand, and he that is open shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. It says, for thus hath the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai power spoken unto me, like as the lion and the young lion roaring.
This is Isaiah 36:6. It says, lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed.
The staff represents power. Right? Trust of it. And it's broken. This system is broken. You're broken. Right? And you trust it. You know? Go ahead. On Egypt. Trust in Egypt, man. Right? Matter of fact, Egypt is what they say that the 7 greatest wonders in the world. So they show you how much great that empire was. You know, and that's why the Lord uses such. That's why the Lord used it as a metaphor at some point, man. Because Egypt was a great kingdom, man. Yep. You know, it's gonna fall just like Egypt, man. You know. Go ahead.
It says, whereon
the pyramids still standing, man. You know, when people go down and look at those pyramids, that's something great. You know, it's some hell of a history right there. Yeah. You know, them things still standing. They've been there since the fucking beginning of the time, man.
They still trying to figure out how to make it.
Yeah,
how they made it.
These all got documentaries on them. So same thing, you can look at America as those, matter of fact, what's on the back of the dollar. Yep.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Hey, those grain bins that were built in the time of Joseph are still there. Yeah. That saved that country. You know, they still to this day. They got archaeologists up in them motherfuckers like this is immaculately built. Yeah, because Jacob is the form of all things.
Just like America. Yep. This is immaculately built. You know, they took a land that they didn't really have nothing else. Of course, dad had stuff over there. Like, the Lord said you should build for what? I know that. And they do. They all these tall ass buildings, all these skyscrapers and shit. And fucking highways. Everywhere you go is a goddamn highway. You can drive from here, from New York all the way to goddamn California on the highway.
Yeah. hey, to get to the Florida Keys from Miami is about what, 200 and some miles?
Yeah.
That's where you driving over the on the highway on a bridge for 200 and some miles.
Straight concrete. So this devil did some building, you know, but they show you, hey.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, the Lord made America great, you know.
You can like going back into the technology. Everybody's phone gets it off, right? So everybody already connected to it.
Woo! Call all y'all about some outside, man. The spirit high right now.
Yeah.
Grab your shit.
Yeah, Esau's trying to get back to that power too. Right. That's why make America great. Yeah.
Yeah, they want to make America great again. And guess what? America was never great. So they pretty much just making America a hellstorm again, man. You know, DJ doing his thing, man.
Yep. Hey, man, that's like it. America was great. You can call it Babylon the Great. Look at the word great.
It's what the Lord's doing.
Go ahead, brother. Look it out.
Verse 16 and 69. They that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot.
Yeah, they had a derision, man. Go ahead.
It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and reproach and trodden under foot.
Those that consent know that we are right. Those that we are see what his mark.
Yep. I had to preach that.
Hold on, let me finish that. I call it.
Isaiah 36:6 says, Lo, thou trusted in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt.
See, I trust him in that staff. That is broken reed. Reed.
Whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand. If a man lean, it shall go. So basically, it's just going to kill you. Double fold. It's going to kill you.
Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
Good job, Captain.
Hey, watch out. Watch out. Hey, watch out, y'all. Somebody coming.